Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Blue Blanc Rouge. My glasses are dirty; they're a bit dirty. Um, all right, Sportsnet now sucks. So we're going to talk about a bunch of different things. It's Saturday hockey talk. Training camps are in action. I've been working on a video all day editing, so I just was checking. Not much happening. I don't think so. Maybe you guys can keep me up to date of anything that might have happened today. Let's see. Yeah, I don't have a lot here to talk about, so we're going to talk about Sportsnet Now in a bit because basically they ripped me off today. So we'll tell you about that and what you can watch out for from them so that they don't rip you off. Let's see who's here. Hey, Guru. I can tell you the story. Uh, and Filibuster, how's it going, man? All right, let me just clean my glasses because for some reason now I can't see. Okay, my cloth isn't there. Yeah, so a little bit kind of depressed about the situation. I'm supposed to be like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do any games on Monday or Wednesday because on hockey TV's down and been down for a while. So I think that's out, and I don't know where else to get the games. And I don't think I'm going to get my Sportsnet Now subscription back until probably Friday, maybe a little earlier, but I don't know. Anyways, so I'll tell you all about it, but I gotta have clean glasses because I can't. I hate when my glasses are dirty, and they're dirty all the time. Don't ask me why. But if you're here, say hi in the chat. Let's talk. We can talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, and we can go from there. I'm gonna start since not we're early on here. Remind everybody, by the way, if you want to be part of the Talking Habs hockey pool, send me an email on my email at talkinghabs@gmx.com. Nobody has. Doesn't look like we're having hockey pools this year for Talking Habs. There's like not much time left. Let's see. Hey, Stand the Man. Hey, Leon. The pick I wanted looked amazing last night. Cooley. Awesome. But he's not a Hab, so from what I understand, Slav looked really good in the scrimmage yesterday. So I guess until Slav actually, I guess, meets the expectations that a lot of fans had for him, or most fans had for him, after he was drafted. I guess until then, everyone's just going to think that he's a bust and it was the wrong pick. But, it's only 19. Let's see. Oh, I have this. This is very interesting, actually. Cole Caulfield signed a contract in the offseason, 8 years, $7.8 something million. I guess at some point he was asked why he signed for 8 years and not either less or obviously not more. And, people have been saying, well, Cole, he's an American. He's going to want to go back to the States and blah, blah, blah. Well, here's what Cole had to say about why he signed 8 years. Very interesting. Okay, so the question is why. So he says, one, the culture. Obviously, what we're building there is kind of special. If you don't want to be there, just get out. That's the kind of mindset we have. If you play in the NHL, life could be a lot worse. To me, I love Montreal. I love the city. I love the fans. They're so passionate. Every night it's sold out. It's a fun place to play. It's probably the sickest jersey I've ever worn. For me, it was a no-doubter or a no-brainer, however you want to put it. But there you go. Cole Caulfield already in love with the city. Loves wearing the Habs jersey, and he's a Montrealer for the rest of his life. That's how it works. So there you go. I found that interesting. That's basically all I got for you, other than Rogers. We'll get to why I hate Rogers, and it was proven today why I hate Rogers. Let's see. Anybody talking to me? Anybody talking to me? Phil is doing wonderful. Truly, I must have done a great deed because I scored today in a retro gaming PC kind of way. All right. What'd you get? You got something interesting? Hey, Alan, how's it going? Good to see you. So I'm just waiting a little bit. We'll get a little bit more people in here, and I'm going to get into the story of what happened with Sportsnet Now and why I'm really pissed at them. And yeah, we'll get into that. Hey, Rams, who's Rogers? Rogers, the owner of Sportsnet and the Sportsnet Now, which is a streaming package for sports and for me for the NHL. That's who they are. Rogers, also television and telephone and just big old criminals. Rogers is. And they proved it today. Why I say that. Awesome, Phil. Sounds like fun, man. Stan's been hearing rumors about a trade between Anaheim and the Habs, with Zegras being the main person in the deal. Have you heard anything about this? I think it's just rumors. I mean, that's just rumors. It's because Zegras is not signed yet. They're having problems, I guess, negotiating with Anaheim. They're not letting them go. Throw them an offer sheet, they're going to match. I mean, come on. And they have money. It's not like they don't have money. Anaheim's got money for the cap. Thank you, Ray. It's funny you are doing this. I was looking into Sportsnet Now today. Listen, it's fine if but I'll tell you what happened. Was that AT&T 2, right? No, this is specific to Sportsnet Now. But I think it's endemic of Rogers throughout their system completely. I'm going to have a drink and I'm going to tell you what happened. All right. So mid-August, Habs Guru gifted me with a subscription to Sportsnet Now so that I would have the hockey games without any problems, which is a good thing because it looks like On Hockey TV is down and I don't know where I would get games at all, which was fine. Now, he told me choose whichever package you want. Me, in wanting to save the dude some money, I took the standard package, figuring that's fine. I'm going to get all the games I need. Turns out that's not the case, and I was going to get a lot of blacked out games. So we're upgrading. So I decided it was like 2 a.m. last night. I felt, you know what? I'm going to upgrade now and go to bed, and then everything's going to be fine. So I go on the site, and I go on my account. I go to billing, and it gives you option upgrade to the big package. So I click that. And I double check everything to make sure I'm doing everything right. And it goes to, okay, now you can charge that to the same credit card and blah, blah, blah. Okay, press to start the process. I do. It starts process. And it's taking a little while in the morning. It seems like it's taking a while. Boom, it stops. What happened was it canceled my subscription. It didn't upgrade me. It canceled me. So I, contact us. It's 2 a.m. Anybody there? No. I got in touch with somebody today. I told them the problem. So what they did was they credited me for, a large amount. They credited me, but they charged me $20 for the month. Because it's canceled, and if you want, you can just re-up and take the package you want. And I'm going, no, you don't understand. I went to upgrade. I have a subscription. I went to upgrade. I want to give you more money and take the bigger package, and your system canceled me. Basically, uncancel me, and then I'll upgrade. I spent an hour trying to convince this person to listen to what I'm saying, but he wouldn't. He just kept coming back with the same answer, and he couldn't understand how it's going to cost me $20 now because they credit, Anyway, let me explain this. I see him getting emotional. The $20 that they took off of the money that they didn't send me, they kept for the month that right? Now I've got to take it again, and it'll go an extra month that I don't want. And he couldn't understand that. Like, you're not losing any money. We credited you, blah, blah, blah. It's like, you don't understand what I'm saying. I didn't cancel. Your system canceled me. It's on you. Fix it. No matter what I told this guy, nope. Just kept coming back with the same answer. So at some point I said to him, like, are you dense? Because you don't seem to understand what I'm telling you. He says, well, I'm going to have to stop talking to you if you're going to be uncivil to me. It's like, buddy, if you think dense is uncivil, you ain't heard nothing yet. And I didn't say anything else to him because I'm not stupid at this point. But no, I spent an hour trying to convince him, or to have him understand the words that I was typing, that the system canceled me. Why do I have to pay a fee, or why am I inconvenienced? Uncancel me. We don't have, what did he say? There's no way to give a refund, no, a credit, and we don't have any plans that are 10 months. It's either pay by the month or buy it for the year. That's your options. And I explain it again. And come back. Listen, I understand and I sympathize with you and I empathize and I with you. And yet, tell me the same thing. Oh, to the point where I mean, what was I going to do? Nothing he can do. Asked for a supervisor. Said he's the most senior person there. It's like ridiculous. Anyway, you can't call anywhere because no phone numbers. And that's it. They would do nothing for me. Nothing. They screwed me over and then said, oh, yeah, well, we understand we screwed you over, but we're not going to fix it. So why don't you just buy another subscription? That's basically what they said. Go fuck yourself. That's basically what they said. So I'm not happy with them. And now the refund is going to come back. What? They got like 5 business days, I guess, to give me the refund. So, yeah, I like till that comes in, I'm fine. I can get the new subscription. I got no choice, and they've got a monopoly, and they know it, and that's why they don't do customer service, because what do they care? Who are you going to go to? You're going to go to someone else to watch the games? No. So, fuck you. Anyways, now this is a real Talking Habs rant. What you're seeing right now is a true Talking Habs rant. Darren, if you're still watching, I appreciate that, but no, I mean the bulk of the money they got, and they sent it to me, but it could take 5 business days, so that means Friday before it's gonna. Now it could come in by Monday, and that's fine, but I don't think they're even carrying Monday's game. That's the thing too. I didn't see that New Jersey Montreal preseason game on the schedule, so like I don't even know what's going on now. I'm really disappointed in it. What can I do? Suck it up. Basically what he told me. Suck it up, Buttercup. Have a nice day. So, yeah. That's where I'm at. And just a little very pissed off at Sportsnet now and Rogers in general. And, so the reason I said they might be ripping you off is I wonder how many times something like this happens. Their system kicks you out or does something, and you got to pay for it. And whatever the difference is, that's extra money they're making. So they're like, this is a criminal thing. Anyways, now I get a bit back on them in this way. So they took $20 of the original fee and sent me the rest. Right? Now with the upgrade part, whatever, I added up what I've got. When I get that money, what I've got, the total, and it turns out that it's only going to cost me an extra $10. So someone's math is wrong, because if they took the $20, because that's what I already used, when I do this, it should cost me $20 more than original, only costing me $10. Now, that's if my math is right, but it was right before, so I don't think it would be wrong this time. So I don't get any of it because the math isn't right. What they did isn't right. But that's customer service today, especially when you have a monopoly. Customer service is, well, answer the phone, talk nice to them, give them nothing. It's basically like an insurance company trying to say, no, we're not paying your claim. Yeah, we understand what happened. We're not paying the claim, though. So go, do some whatever. Go F yourself. Because we're the insurance company and we're powerful and we don't care what you think. So, Darren, I'll text you back after all this. Talk about it. But yeah, depending on when they send me the damn money back, I'm going to be fine. It just, I don't know when the refund's coming in because I wanted to re-up right away. Didn't feel good about it though. But what choice do I have? There's literally no other, it's either get cable TV, which I don't want. And even then, don't know if I'm going to get all the games. I've got to buy that and the package, and it's every month. Like, forget that. Oh, God. New technology. Just crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And there's no choice, right? They got the monopoly. Go to Bell. You say go to Bell, but what do they have? Does Bell have their own hockey channel where they got all the games? And they don't. The games rights are owned by Sportsnet. And they're the ones who bought them. And they still own them. And Bell's just as big a ripoff. I see some cell phone. Cell phone, they rip you off. You don't check your bill, they're ripping you off. All right. Bang breath? You don't really want to know that. Where am I? Oh, geez. Oh, geez. There I was. Slav had a beauty of a goal in the shootout. Awesome. Way to go, Slav. I expect pretty good things from Slav this year. He's not going to make his peak, but I think he's going to bounce back from his rookie season. Guru, I think, again, that's a rumor. They're talking about, he asking, wasn't there talk of the Habs trying to sign Pedersen from Vancouver when his contract expires this season? As far as I know, those things are just rumors that either, the writers talk about or people on Twitter, and it gets out there. But just a rumor, And besides, anyway, at the money that guy's making, I don't know if that's, his size, and I don't know. I don't know if that's the answer at center. They're born to be a Hab. Maybe Caulfield can get his buddy Zegras to come over to the Habs. Again, going to cost a lot. Now, not only in terms of Zegras, what you got to pay him, but if you're making a trade to get him, it's going to cost a lot. And if you're doing the offer sheet, then you're overpaying him a lot to get him to sign that. And then you're giving up 4 first-round picks. I don't know. Hey, Joe, how's it going? I hear the ice was pretty bad there in Melbourne. I read something about that. How did you enjoy it? Although the game is tomorrow, I guess, eh? Phil, I didn't tell the kid to get off my lawn because they would have just stopped talking to me. That's how it works today. And I knew that. But I didn't think saying are you dense because you're not listening to what I'm saying. I think that's fair to say to somebody who clearly is not listening to what I had to say. Hey, Eric, happy Saturday. There should be a record of what you did. The rep should have checked it out. Oh, there's a record. My account didn't get shut down. I still have my account. You have to have an account in order. You have to have whatever with them already, right? And I was on the page where it shows the transaction of me canceling as well, but I didn't cancel. It's a glitch in their system. I hit the button I'm supposed to, and it went to cancel. That's on them, not on me, because clearly I don't want to cancel this. I went to upgrade. And imagine it's a client saying, hey, listen, I went to give you guys more money because I want your service. and you canceled me. And they're saying, yeah, it's your fault. Shove it up your ass and just go get a new subscription. Really? That's how you treat customers today? Well, if you have a monopoly, that's how you treat customers. Apparently, that's what customer service is today. You don't like it? Shove it up your ass. Find someone else that can do it for you. And then in this case, can't do that. So, yeah, I never liked Rogers. Never liked them anyway. Now I know why I really didn't like them. I had to be reminded again because it's been a long time since I used to have dealings with them. I had Shaw for a telephone for a while ago too, and then Rogers took that over. So now I was dealing with Rogers, and it's like, oh no, I don't want to deal with Rogers. I hate them. What would I think Sportsnet was? What made you think Sportsnet was a good idea? Everyone and their dog knows they suck balls. Yeah, but first of all, it was a present. That's number one. And to get the games for what I do here, there's no one else. They are a monopoly. Unless I don't have cable, I don't have TV. I watch everything online. So then I gotta get TV, and that's like over $100 a month. And getting Sportsnet and TSN separately because you got to pay separately for that. That you're talking about over $100 a month for 6-7 months. It's a lot cheaper to do Sportsnet now. And yes, everyone does know they suck balls. But here's proof that they're not only do they suck balls, they're ripping you off at the same time. Paul, you're right. As the world, and I can't go to Bell for this. So again. Hey, Rems, well, I'm happy for you that you don't have any problems with Rogers. I think Rogers realizes, like, if you check your bill, and maybe they've gotten better on that. I don't know. But if you check your bill, because I was with Fido years ago, and Fido used to do that shit. And then when I realized it, I called, got a refund. They did it the next month, got a refund. Third month, they didn't do it anymore because they realized I checked my bill. And they're just going to have to keep refunding me money, so stop doing it. And I'm sure that's what happened. Paul, that's really nasty, though, to say that about Slav shootout. Yeah, no one can hit him then. Come on. It's a 19-year-old kid you're talking like this about. 19 years old. I don't know if you have kids, but would you really want someone talking to your 19-year-old about your 19-year-old kid like that when it's not fair? No, you wouldn't. I don't know why we do it to other kids. Yeah, what am I going to call you? Number 3? Number 3, that's your name. Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. And it's not Andor. I think it would be Doc and Slav. Like that kind of a return they would ask for anyway would have to go for Zegras. And it's right. No effing way. Born to be a Hab, they don't. TSN2 does not show. They show all the Habs weekday games. They don't show the weekend ones. So there's no Saturday games. And then Sportsnet can take back any games they want if they want to show them as well. So no, that wouldn't work either. Oh, I see, Joe. You're going to the game today. Okay, but I saw you on Twitter with the Stanley Cup. So where were you for that? I figured you were probably, there. You must have been there, but not for the game. Coyotes beat Dubois 5-3. What, the LA Dubois? That's what they're going to be now? How is the dog doing? You didn't hear her bark a couple times? She's doing fine. Dog's doing fine. Second oldest roller coaster in the world. Really? Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, is LA out there? Is that who's playing out there? A lot of people booing Dubois. Yeah. Well, what would I give up to get Zegras? You know, with what's going on here with Montreal and, you know, the direction they're in and what they're doing, not much, because, you know, that changes a lot of stuff. And I don't know if that's good. You know, you're going to create this huge hole somewhere to bring in this guy. And not knocking Zegras in any way, but that might be more damaging than not getting Zegras. And Phil, Andy wouldn't cut it, man. Andy for Zegras, not going to cut it. And yeah. So yeah, I don't know that I would make a deal, like, unless, like, I don't know. It's tough because right now, I mean, this group is really tight knit. Now, it's not to say you can't move guys. I mean, it's a business too, right? Of course you can move guys, but I don't know. I don't know what they'd ask for him. I mean, that's the key. What is the asking price? Rems, I'd give up Harrison Struble for a Zegras, but you're not going to get Zegras for Harrison Struble. And I wouldn't offer sheet him, because offer sheeting means you got to really overpay him to get him to sign it, right? Or he signs it knowing, well, this is a good Anaheim will sign. They'll match. You know, who's not matching for a guy like Zegras? Unless you grossly overpay. Yeah, that's what I read, Joe. They called off the Coyote practice because the ice was not very good. That's what it was. Hey, let's send Dvorak and Armia to Anaheim for Zegras. They ought to buy that. I know that's not what you're saying, number 3. I'm kind of being sarcastic for the other ones. Who's a big Showtime show off? Me? No, I know you don't mean me. Hopefully you don't mean me. You're talking about Dubois. Listen, I didn't want Dubois, so I'm not insulted. Don't worry. I didn't want Dubois, not at the cost that it would have, not for what it would have cost us. All right, so say hi in the chat if you haven't already, and ask some questions. I'm like out of stuff because I did my rant. Talked about Cole, talked about the hockey bulls. If you want to join Talking Habs hockey bulls, send me an email at talkinghabs@gmx.com to say you're interested. And when I get enough people, because so far 0 people, then we'll do a pool. Otherwise, we're not going to do a pool. But it looks like we are going to be doing a pool for the podcast, the new podcast that we're doing. We're going to have a creators pool, only creators. So us 4 guys, Pete, and so far I think we got 3 or 4 other creators to join in, and we're going to do a pool, and we're going to report on it each and every podcast. So at least that one's going to get going. And it's just, I don't think there's any wager there. It's just for fun, I think. For, bragging rights. They just put one out. I don't care. I'm upset. Are you talking about the Habs, number 3? I mean, listen, I'm not saying you may be wrong, because you may be right about that they need a competent number 1 goaltender. I give Monty the chance this year. If he doesn't do it this year, I understand, but I think he deserves the shot. I have confidence in him. I think he's going to do a lot better than a lot of people think. But we'll see what happens with that. But I think you're right in a way, right? But I think Monty can be that competent number 1 goalie. I don't see why not. But he still has to prove it, obviously. All right. Talk to me in the chat. Cheer me up. You can tell I'm a little bummed out today. Cheer me up. Come on. It's your turn. I come on here. How many times in a year and cheer you guys up? Cheer me up tonight. No, cheer me up until this thing is. I mean, I'm not bummed out that much, but it's been very frustrating day. Spending that hour with this. His name was Bilal. I didn't. You see, and I wasn't even rude. I didn't ask him where is he from, what country is he in, because I'm sure he ain't in North America. But I wasn't rude at all to the guy till I called him dense, because he was dense. I think if you're being dense and someone calls you dense, I don't think that's being uncivil. What's my thought on St. Louis inserting a young guy into each line? You talked about here in training camp? My thought is that it's training camp. I mean, I already know what that's about. They've explained it. They're trying to give these young guys that, sure, they know they're not making it this year, may never make it, but may one day. And they're trying to give them a little insight into what it's like, some experience playing with some NHL guys, getting to know them, and not being on like a squad that they know, oh, we're all out of here in like 3 days. We know it. And just to give them that little extra motivation. And that's what it's about. It's about motivation. And there's nothing weird about it, I don't think. Where was that? That was up there. Well, now, number 3. See, what you said there, this is where you're going wrong. When you say, I'm clearly not a Monty fan, he's not the answer to Price. No, you're kidding me. How many goalies are out there that's the answer to Price? How many? Not too many. So no one thought Monty is the next Carey Price. And if anybody said that, they're out of their minds. Doesn't mean he can't be a good goalie. Like, you're not giving him a chance because he's not as good as Price. And that is absolutely ridiculous because there's not very many goalies as good as Price was. So I'm sorry, but that's a bit, you got to lower your expectations or something, man. Eric would give up either Armia or Dvorak. Harris, Beck, first round pick in 2024, second in 2025 for Zegras. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is probably the kind of package it would take to get him, too. And that might not even be enough. Jack Guy had a nice goal. I heard he scored a goal, but I didn't see it. Like, are these games, are they on YouTube and I just don't know it? Like with this practice stuff? Or are you guys seeing people reposting on Twitter? Like, that's how I catch it. Lucas, I don't think so, because I was in my email today to set all this up, and there's nothing from anybody. But then again, yours alone, I mean, send it, but yours alone is not going to be enough because there's nobody has answered. So there's just 4 of us, and that's not enough to do. And then you 5, it's not enough to do a pool. Beck has a solid work ethic, wouldn't give up on him prematurely. Who's giving up on Beck? I think Beck's got a chance. With Dvorak out for the first month, Beck has a chance to maybe make this team. As does Heineman. It's looking more and more like Heineman might have, I'd say it's an outside chance, but a chance. J-Fed, I agree with you. They're not trading for Zegras. With the defense core having 1 year of experience, they should be playing better. And with that will definitely help Monty to solidify his number 1 goalie status. Well, that's going to be it's going to help his numbers look better, I would hope. Because really, if you go by the eye test, Monty looked good last year behind a porous defense because they were all rookies. When that gets better, his numbers are going to be better, and then he won't look as bad. When you look at it and go, Those are horrible numbers. You know, I get that, but the eye test, he passed the eye test. In my opinion, it's all my opinion. Remember that. Lowered expectations for what there, Phil? George Larac said live. He didn't just say it. He said it live. Has more weight to it. And I don't know. Then he picked the top heavyweights of the league. Jackeye, Reeves, Lucic, Delorier, McDermott. What do I think? I don't know. That's a good group there, I guess. I mean, Lucic's still a heavyweight. I mean, he's gonna throw a punch and his shoulder's gonna pop out. He's sold. Delorier definitely. Reeves, I guess. But Reeves is getting old. But I mean, he's just so big. I'm okay. I don't know much about McDermott, so. Oh, is that lowered expectations about Beck? No, Beck. Listen, Beck is. Don't write him out. To say that, just the way he said it, like we don't know this already. Of course. Hey, Doug. Seems like it's been a while. Hope all is well with you as well. I mean, I'm okay, except for freaking Sportsnet Now. Awesome, Doug. Well, that's 2 then. Awesome. You know, well, I was probably going to go and invite the people back that I was thinking of doing that. You know, that there were a couple of people I wasn't inviting back, but the rest of you guys. So I might end up doing that and seeing if everybody comes back. So we'll see. We got to go on this week because we've got to finalize it by the end of this coming week. So RDS has all of these caps. I did not know that. Huh. I got to check it out tomorrow. Phil would trade Harris and Mayshar to get Zegras? Not enough at all. Eric, it's okay. No, that's cool that you're trying to make conversation. There's no worries. Yeah, I mean, would you have to give up for him? No. I don't think so. And the Habs aren't ready to get there yet. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't do it. So Larac has a little bit of a homerism there, putting Jackeye first. I'm not saying it's wrong, but that's a good pool there of guys. And as far as to rate Jackeye first, I think he needs another year, like a full year, and see if to 100% rate him up there as number 1. Wild card is possible. Well, yeah, I mean, a wild card is possible depending how they play. I don't think it's likely or anything. It's possible. Rams, I've been living in Quebec like practically my whole life. Yeah, I know RDS is French, dude. What do you mean Rams is only half right? It's great French TV. TVA is French TV. What's the difference, though? They're both French TV. But Phil, I forgot. I know we're not French here in Quebec. French is not about French. Just bugging them. All right. Where are we at here? Oh, 40 minutes already. All right, well. I'll have to check in there was no spam though. I resend that there, Lucas. I would resend. I never got it and I didn't get any spam. On that email, I don't let spam build up either. So I'm up on to date on all that stuff. Mr. Hood is on RDS. Yep. I mean, I don't watch RDS unless I have to. Eric, that's the way to do it, right? You get guys as free agents or whatever. But he won't be a free agent next summer. They're going to sign him up. But you grew up with Pierre Hood. I didn't really. And I'm not saying he's not class, but for me, it's still not. It's not what I'm used to, you know. But definitely, I mean, it's Pierre Hood, right? Definitely, I got nothing bad to say about the dude. It just I don't watch RDS unless I have to, because why do I want to translate in my head what they're saying? I don't have time to do all that while watching. You know what I mean? I can do it mostly, but I don't really want to. Because I am an English pig dog. Hey, Lebu! Yeah. I grew up on Danny Gallivan, Dick Irvin, and everyone else that came after that. Hockey is translingual. Don't say that. The government's going to try to outlaw it. Anything trans is no good anymore. You know that. You missed on Jerry. He's out there. He's got his own podcast. Why don't you follow his podcast? He hasn't gone anywhere. He's just not on TV. Actually, Leon, you know what? I forgot about that. I take it back a little bit. Maybe Larac does know a little bit more than I was saying. It's true. I forgot about that. He was working with him. So I'll give him the break on that. So thanks for reminding me about that. I don't like being wrong. And when I'm wrong, I always apologize and say I was wrong. Larac must have tutored Jack Eye for him to say what he did. Yep, Joseph Leon. It's true. He did. I remember hearing about it. A few people told me about it, and I saw this. I think I saw a story about it on Twitter. But I mean, Nyland's working with him. Larac, you know. And that's what Habs alumni like to do. And this is what Mark Bergevin kept them away from. And it's nice to see that they're getting a chance to do that again, because it's only beneficial to the team. Rams, I don't know where you are, but that's not exactly true. Rams says Habs isn't about French versus English in the province. It's all about the team. No, it's only partially about the team. And unfortunately, it's the French side that makes it French and about French and not the English. So I'm going to throw all the blame on the French on that. Not on every French person. So don't hit me on that. But that comes from the French side, not from us. Joe says, yeah. Yeah, I get you, Joe. I hate crowds like that and long lineups. So, yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, no, I got what you said. I remembered. When RDS had their free month back about 5-6 years ago, I would watch the game and then went on computer and listened to it on TSN, Montreal, here in Toronto. Well, you listen, if you're not used to listening to French and your French isn't great, it's going to be very foreign. But I mean, I grew up in this province, so I'm not fluently bilingual, but that doesn't mean I don't know. I haven't heard plenty of French hockey broadcasts in my day, so like I'm okay with it. I understand what's going on by listening. Not 100%. There's things I don't catch exactly, but I mean I know what's going on. Especially if I'm watching the game and then it's on in French. Whatever I'm not 100% sure what they said, I get because I watched the game. So there you go. But to say it's not about French versus English in Quebec is, I'm sorry, Rams, I don't mean to be insulting. That's ridiculous. From an English person, that's ridiculous because everything in Quebec is about French versus English. And if you want to tell me that's not true, then you aren't living in Quebec. Sorry. I was married into a French family. Take it from me. I know all the dirty words and then some, Leon. And then some. But Phil, that's not what I meant. What I meant was, I hear it in French. I got to do a little bit of translation in my head, and then if I'm doing a game, then I got to. It doesn't work for me. It happens. The game is too fast. That's what I meant. That's all I meant. I wasn't praising them. I don't watch French hockey broadcasts. So I'm not going to praise them. I don't know them. All right, are we losing people? Because it's getting slower here in the chat, but we're not losing people. By the way, if you're here having a good time, give a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And if you're new to the channel, there's a subscribe button down there. Hit that subscribe button. Would be great. All right. I have to do some ad-libbing here. I'm all worn out from my rant. I don't know. It's been a very frustrating day. That's all I could say. Plus, I'm doing I got the video, by the way, that I've been talking about for a while. Is almost ready. And if I didn't have that hour, fighting with Sportsnet, it would have been done. I got about an hour of editing left. So that should be out later tonight, but by tomorrow morning it'll be out because I'm going to be gone all day tomorrow. So it's got to be out. It means it's going to be a late night working. But I got to get this video out or it's going to be irrelevant soon. So if I wait much longer. Jesus. All right, come on. Talk to me, people. Guru, you got that right? And also, when there's passion to them, there's passion to my rant today. Eric, first preseason game's on Monday. It's a little bit in doubt whether I'm doing the game or not. I mean, on hockey TV's down. I don't know where else. Nothing else was working last year than that. If they took them down, which is what happened, there's nowhere else to get the games for free online. Which sucks. I mean, in the long run, right? Especially for a lot of people who, like me. I mean, if Guru doesn't give me this gift, I don't know what I'm doing this year for it. And since, can't get the games anymore for free, it seems like it might change it might come back. Maybe they're working on the site. I don't know, but it's been down for like a week. Do you think that if the Habs put Armia and Primo on waivers and they are not claimed, send both to Laval? Well, if they put them on waivers, it's to send them, and they'll have to do that with Primo. They're not going to carry 3 goalies. Now, that's the thing I don't understand, though. Why he has to be waived? Isn't he on the Rocket roster right now? And there are other goalies. I guess the other goalies in camp don't need to be waived because they're waiver exempt. So that's the answer, yeah. So I don't think, listen, Primo's numbers are, I don't even know the word. They're not good. That's an understatement. Primo's numbers in the NHL not good right now at all. They've never been good, and they're not good. So I doubt he's claimed. As far as Armia, Who's going to claim Armia at 3.4 million with his production over the last 3 years? I can tell you what his production is over the last 3 years. 14 points each season for the last 3 seasons. Very easy. So who's going to claim him? So they go to Laval. Where do I live that the sun is still up? Where's the sun up? That's not a window behind me. That's not a window. That's my bathroom, actually. I live in a small, well, not a small apartment. It's a 4.5, but 2 bathrooms. So I got one in the studio. That's it. The door's open, light is on, and the flag's in front. Primo is not a waste of time at this point. No. Remember, you got to remember, he's a goalie. Goalies can take longer to develop. He's only 24. He's still got 2 or 3 years where you give up on him. And clearly the Habs aren't going to give up on him. And I've heard that their scouts and their people fully believe Primo will be a good goalie, good NHL goalie. I don't think number 1 anymore, obviously, but a good NHL goalie. And they're not going to give up, and definitely not going to lose him for nothing if they can avoid it. Yeah, Eric, no one will claim Armia, but no one will claim Primo either. If his numbers were even like decent, maybe, but his numbers are horrendous. And that's not strong enough. So no, he's not getting. I'm gonna be shocked if they claim Primo, some team. Like, well, you're trying to tank then, right? Because also when you claim somebody off waivers, don't you have to keep them with the team for the full year? And then if not, and you're waiving them again to put them down, you've got to offer them back to the team that originally you got them from. Isn't that the rule? Hard to get points when you got to kill penalties. That's Armia, but he had no trouble doing that the 2-3 years before that, though. So what changed? And even that, I mean, if he's playing on even the third line, 14 points is not enough. Sorry. 14 points maybe for a fourth liner, maybe for a fourth liner who's not that good, definitely has no offense. Then okay, but not for Armia. Excuse me. What? Ben? Oh, it's penalties. It's just a typo. Number 3. Don't tell me you've never made a typo. Come on. And sometimes it's not even, although that's not like autocorrect because that's not a word, but it's a typo. I don't know how autocorrect didn't take that over. Yeah, anyways, listen, no one's taking those guys. And I don't know what else they're doing with Armia. You got to think the acquisition of Tanner Pearson, you got to think that spells the end of Armia. Don't you? You got to think that, right? So. Oh, number 3, I've made worse than that plenty of times. No, it's just that I always proofread before I don't like making mistakes. So yeah, but I've made plenty of mistakes like that I've corrected before I hit send or enter. What the hell are typos? Yeah, because you don't care about typos, but typos are typos, whether you care about them or not. Believe me, when I started doing this, I'm a former grammar Nazi, really, because I don't like making spelling mistakes, and I really don't like making spelling mistakes. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Yeah. Oh, this is what I was going to say. So when I first started doing this, and I'd see a lot of mistakes, and I'd have to read it and correct the mistake as I'm reading, which I do here still. At first, it was difficult though. It was like I didn't like it. So, Now I'm used to it. It doesn't bother me as much. But I don't like making the mistakes. But I don't. Typos are typos. And with autocorrect on people's phones, you know, that accounts for a lot of them. Your name is a chess opening. Number 3, what? Like the Queen's Gambit? What? What? I used to play a lot of chess. I can't remember the damn openings now. That's Queen's Gambit was one of my favorite openings. I used it a lot. That's why it's still in my head. Yeah, I don't remember hardly any of the other ones' names. I still kind of remember them, but I haven't played chess in a long time. But when I was younger, I was pretty good. Not great or anything, but I was pretty good. Never had a rating though, but my dad had a rating. My dad was rated as a not a grand master. What is it? Grandmaster, master, somewhere under that. Yeah, Joe, I get it. I don't like. My dad taught me a long time ago that people, when they read what you spell, like what you write, if you make mistakes, they're gonna take it that you're stupid. So it's important to spell properly, and I've always done that. I guess I always took that to heart. Okay, let me read this again. Here's the chess opening. Nah, number 3 is the sodium attack, the dumbest chess opening you can make. Really, I never heard of it before. I know there's dumb chess openings, yes. I never heard of one called the sodium attack, to be very honest. I had sodium attacks a lot when I had high blood pressure, though. So I know what those are, but I never heard of that as a chess opening. JFed, the Montembeau Allen tandem, not the best tandem in the league, but I think Monty's going to make an improvement, and that's going to, probably middle of the road as far as the league. But I'm okay with it as long as Monty develops. I'm good with it. High school chess club guy here says, Phil, not me. I didn't. Here's why. When I was a young kid, my brother and I played chess because my dad loved chess. But he made a competition out of it between me and my brother, which got out of hand, and it made me actually not want to play chess. So I still dabbled in it a little bit, but I stayed away from playing much. And it was because of that, to be very honest with you. So I didn't play chess in high school, in like a chess club. But I could have, I guess. I do remember it was in my high school years. We used to live up in Ormstown, which is near Valleyfield. So my dad was working with this company that had this one of the first home chess computers. What was the name? It was Fidelity Electronics. I can't remember the name of the machine. So we took one of these computers to a chess tournament out there in Valleyfield. He entered it, and then because I was there, he said, "You want to enter into it?" So I entered the tournament, and I forget what class. I guess my age group, something like that. I don't think it was age group because I played against a man. So yeah, I guess it wasn't that, but whatever. Anyways, I came in second, and that was my very first tournament. And I didn't play a lot then. I was already starting not to play as much. And so I guess I could have been better, but my dad kind of ruined it, making a competition. And my brother was super competitive, and I just got tired of it. So it made me stay away from chess for the rest of my life, pretty much. Wait, that went by pretty quick there. Where am I? There we go. Hey, BL, how you doing, man? Just got back from the Q game. The after the whistle crap is getting worse. Q kids are going to be behind the 8 ball when they go pro and don't know how to defend themselves. Well, that's what I kind of was saying. It's going to be bad. Phil, you're not in Westmount High. Graduated in 2000. There you go. Joe's problem is that she's a perfectionist due to constant criticism since school years. I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist though, but my problem is the ADHD and the non-diagnosis my whole life. That's my biggest problem. I think I'm coming to learn that recently. Phil, I don't know that I want to read that because I don't. That could sound wrong. Although you didn't say fried chicken, but I don't know. You only started playing chess recently? You're not 95 though. I mean, I'm not like I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night, But I lied because I actually was born in the afternoon, but hey, not this afternoon though. Okay, who is the oldest fan in here? Paul got 69 years. 69, haha. No, I'm just joking. I am a fan 53 years. But of hockey, you're talking about hockey. Did you say hockey or Habs fan? Habs fan, 53 years? Is it 53? 53 years. Hockey fan, I guess it's about 57 years, 58 years now. No, it couldn't be 58. It wasn't just two. But probably from about 3 years old, I've been a hockey fan. So there you go. Where was I now? Do your best to join every damn thing. No, I'm not joining the Republican Party or the Conservative Party. Definitely not doing that. Life is chess, so technically we all play every day. Deep. Yeah, I agree with you, though. One flight from Heathrow to Tokyo en route to Sydney. I kept playing chess on the screen as I could not sleep. Yeah, it's a good game to keep you awake or to put you to sleep, if depending on the person. Life is a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Missed the Sportsnet talk. Can I catch you up? Yeah, I don't. I ranted, and it's kind of I feel better. But to say that, yeah, I went to upgrade my Sportsnet Now from one package to the other, and it didn't upgrade me. It canceled me, and then I spent an hour trying to fix it. But Sportsnet said, we know that we're at fault and all that stuff, but we don't give a shit because we're a monopoly. So just fuck you and re-up. So, yeah, they didn't want to hear at all what I had to say. I must have explained it 10 different ways because just in case the guy was pretty stupid, which I don't know. And he kept saying, no, I understand and I sympathize, but there's nothing we can do for you. But it was your fault, not mine. Yeah, we understand and we sympathize, but guess what? Nothing we can do for you. Even though it's our fault, it's going to cost you extra money. We're not going to do anything about it. That's what they told me. So that's what's up. In a nutshell, Rogers and Sportsnet can go F themselves. You haven't played chess since 99. Wow. Oh, I haven't played chess not that long. 5 years? Probably about 5 years since the last time I played chess. With my buddy out in BC, we play online. That's the last time. And it depends who I'm playing with. If I'm playing with someone that's not, going to be too crazy competitive about it, I lose it there because it's no fun for me anymore at that point. So I got to play for just fun. Phil, you never heard that one before? Born at night, but not last night. That's like an old joke from a movie or something. I say it a lot, but not as much as I used to. Haven't played much chess. Would like to more. Well, I mean, nowadays, geez, there's programs online. There's sites you can play against other people. I mean, it's great, but like I said, I lost my taste for it. So, like, I'm not going to go play chess just because I want to go play chess. But if a friend wants to, and if I'm in the right mood, I'll play with them. But I haven't gone out of my way to play chess since I'm a kid because of that. Leon's a Hab fan since 1909. One of the originals. Yeah. Leon's 165 to me and you. Not as deep as what there. Now you got to say that to your wife, not to me. Did you see that Cooley goal last night? No, I didn't because I'm not a Arizona Coyotes fan. Been a Habs fan since they played outdoors. Wait, when was the last time they played outdoors? No, that's too long ago. Sorry. Well, now, Joe, I'm going to have to unsubscribe you if you're going to fib to me. Well, how long goes that, though, Yahoo Games? I don't even remember that. All right. Well, we're getting near the end because we're over an hour. And, well, I already ate, so that's not a problem. But I've got to get this editing done. I'll tell you what the video is, so you can go look for it, by the way. It's called Predicting the Montreal Canadiens Top 6 and Defensive Core. So it's a lot of little pieces, like, players. I just did a little, I voiceover, whatever. So I had 27. Yeah, I think 27 or 28 of these little pieces, anywhere from a couple of them were like 11 seconds, but most of them were like 20 to 35 seconds. And then one is 45 seconds. I think that's the longest one. But 27 of them. And, it takes time. I didn't start till 11. But then I had that fight with them for an hour. It was over an hour. And, yeah, it got screwed. Anyway, 5 shouldn't take me that long. It's just 3 minutes of actual screen time that I'm editing. I'm editing 3 minutes of video. But it's going to take probably an hour, maybe an hour and a half. And then I got to piece all of those together, watch it. Should be about 15 minutes. And then upload it. Pretty much that's what I got to do. And then pray, and then hope and pray that you people go out and watch my video. They played the Bruins and the Patriots Stadium at the Patriots Stadium 5 or 6 years ago. Well, I don't watch those games because I usually can't get them. But with this package, I'll be able to get them. So this year, it's a possibility. But I don't know. Habs aren't in any of them. But I might watch one or two, and I don't know. We'll see. Depends who's playing. If it was just to watch a Bruins game, nah. I don't see what the enjoyment is watching a Bruins game. But watching a Leafs game first of all, there's no enjoyment watching a Leafs game if they win. If they lose, though, it's always enjoyable. I just don't hate the Bruins as much as the Leafs, so that it's like kind of either way. But the Leafs, different story. I don't know if I'm in a minority that way, but I don't think so. I saw something, I think it was on Twitter, about someone talking about that, and more people answered, no, I hate the Leafs more than I would have expected. All right. I'm going to sit here until someone talks to me. I mean, that's just how it is. I will talk about once again. I'll mention the hockey pools. If you want to join in, there's lots of spots open. We got to tie this up very soon because the draft has to happen in the next 2 weeks. So send me an email at talkinghabs@gmx.com if you would like to take part in the Talking Habs fantasy hockey pools. Do that. Doesn't matter where in the world you live, unless the draft day and time is going to screw you up. I don't know. But that, Joe, like if you're interested, as long as you can be there, it doesn't matter where you live. So yeah, so everybody's able. There's just a certain amount of spots open. That's all. So talkinghabs@gmx.com. I'll respond back with a link to join. And there you go. At this point, all I can say is before we do leave, please give a thumbs up on the way out. If you haven't already, I'd appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed, hey, hit that subscribe bell there. Oh, also, I guess I'll run this for a sec. This is going to be happening and premiering. Oh, I took it away. No, it's here. October 9th. Time for the Pucking Around podcast. Puck around and find out. The Pucking Around podcast. You may have noticed the Boston Bruins logo and the Philadelphia Flyers logo on that as well, because we will be doing all three teams. Matt, myself, Alex, who is a Flyers fan, and Cam, who is a Bruins fan, and we are going to I won't say it's mostly going to be about the Habs, but it's still going to be, there's going to be more Habs definitely than Bruins and Flyers, because there's two of us to do one of each of them. So that's how that works. But yeah, we're going to be talking about a bunch of different things. We're going to have Pete the Fist is going to have his own little spot there, and we're going to do hopefully some fun stuff and talk about a lot of different things. So it's premiering August 9th. Yeah, that's far away. October 9th, I believe at 7 p.m. On YouTube. The first show will be live, and then we will kind of, I don't know if to say rotate, but some will be live and some will be recorded, and on YouTube you'll also be able to get it via podcast sites, so audio only. So hopefully you guys will check that out, and hopefully this time I did this the right way. I've had a few podcasts that I didn't put the right amount of time developing it into it, and obviously they don't work out that way. But this time we are putting the time into, hopefully enough time into developing it before we put it out there. And this one will be really good. I expect it will be. All three of those young guys that I mentioned, they know how to talk hockey really well. They know their hockey, and they're passionate fans. So it should be pretty good. And other than that, I don't know what else I got to say. So we got another few minutes. It's your last opportunity to say something here. Remember when the Habs played in their striped jerseys? I don't think I saw that one. The one I remember, and I think the only one I really saw, was way back when Jose Theodore was the goalie, and he was out there in his toque. And I think, I don't remember who they played, but I want to say Boston, but I don't know if it was Boston. It's not Fist and the Three Americans. Hey, me and Fist and the Three Americans. Yeah, well, Pete will have, it's going to be these three little 1.5, 2 minute spots through the show every half hour about. And it's going to be about what he wants to talk about. Me and him talking about his thing, or him ranting about something, or whatever it is. But it's going to be on Pete to come up with the programming for that. So anyway, this should be interesting. I hope you guys like it, and I hope we pull it off. Really, that's my big worry, is we pull it off. Things might go awry sometimes, till we get, I guess, get it. I don't even know what I'm saying. Till we get used to doing it. It could be a band, actually, BL. Fist and the Americans. Although it sounds too right-wingish. Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys will watch that and enjoy it. We're going to have fun doing it. Anyway. Yeah. And this time it's not all me. The 3 kids definitely stepping up and pulling their weight in developing this podcast. So it should work out. And I think on that note, since nobody else wants to talk to me, I think I'm going to take off here because, because that's the thing to do. It's Saturday night. It's still early. I hope everybody has a good rest of the night. If all's well, I'm going to see you on Monday for the first preseason game. Hopefully all will go well. And then like that, and my video is coming out by tomorrow. So please check that out. I hope you will, and I hope you'll enjoy it. And you should enjoy it because I don't appear anywhere in the video. You hear my voice, but I don't actually appear in the video. So I think those videos are probably better. So and it takes less time to work because my computer keeps breaking every time I'm on screen. So it takes a long time, and this is a lot better. So there you go. All right. So on that note, as people are leaving, please give a thumbs up on the way out. Hope you had a good time. Till next time, stay safe out there. Peace out. Have a good rest of the evening. That's it. Keep your stick on the ice. Go Habs, go. And I'll see you soon. Ciao, everybody. Did I say thanks for being here? I hope I did. Thanks for being here.